Hey, and we are live on Plus One EXP's Roll for Content Facebook channel. Tonight we are playing Tezca Sentai, which is a game I've been incredibly excited to check out for the last few weeks. And I'll tell you why in just one second. But my name is Tony Vicenda. You can find me at Tony Vicenda on pretty much anything. If you're out there watching right now, we'd love to hear from you. Just type in something in the chat wherever you happen to be watching. But we are going to be playing a Latin American designed and produced RPG. My friend Gary, who's a series regular, was just going to be joining us, but he had a couple of technology issues. It turns out his laptop needs a new battery, and so he's going to have to get that replaced tomorrow, and he'll be back on the stream just as soon as could be. But here at Plus One, our entire hope is to help small creators, first-time creators, independent RPG and tabletop designers be able to showcase their work. And we love being able to bring you guys people from across the world. You've seen us in the past. We played with Brazilian designers, people from Sweden, from Malaysia, from all over the globe. I'm super excited to play with two designers tonight from Latin America. I will let you tell you a little bit about who they are and what they do, but you can find everything about our brand, all of our tabletop game design, beard and skincare alchemy, or our content anywhere, or any of our stuff at plus1exp.com. This is my fourth stream for the day. My brain is starting to not work. And so, but you didn't come here to hear me talk one more time. You came here to watch Aztec themed. We can't say Power Rangers. We can say Power Rangers. We're going to say Power Rangers, but Sentai warriors do battle. So if you grew up like I did in a Power Rangers world, and I grew up in Texas, so I loved luchador comics growing up. I loved lots of things about Mexican and Aztec culture, and then I was in that Power Ranger Prime spot. So I'm super pumped to play, but let's hear from the two creators. Jaime, let's start with you. Tell people who you are, what your role on the project was or is, and then where they can find you online.
Hello. My name is Jaime. I have been developing some parts of the system, although other friend that is not joining us tonight is the main developer of the system, and I designed the visuals, well, the suits of the Sentai.
Awesome.
You can find me at Jaime Rismon. And that's it.
Very good. All right, and then Sergio, tell people who you are, what your role on the project was, and where they can find you online.
Hi, I'm Sergio Ake. I'm also from Aztec Stories. I was the one that came up with the idea for the Mexican Power Ranger Super Sentai idea, and was the main game designer for the lore part of the game. Also help with the game system and the project management, project management part of the team.
Cool. And you guys were telling me before we started, it's kind of a Forged in the Dark system, right? So that's kind of the core mechanic is similar to Forged in the Dark.
Yeah. It's the core mechanic. It's Forged in the Dark, and with some little tweaks to make a hack about to make the team dynamics more present in the game.
Cool.
Because Power Rangers is about team.
Yeah. We've got a whole series of team dynamics because just like Power Rangers shows, like friendship, the power of teamwork are two of our major weapons, along with funny poses and moving more than absolutely necessary anytime we do anything. So I love it. I'm 100% already sold. Like you guys launch tomorrow. I'm ready to back. You guys are still developing the system, so a lot of what we're going to look at tonight is specifically some of the different combat pieces, and so. I don't know. Jaime, did you have a certain ranger you really want to play? Is there like one that you just is your favorite
from our game?
Yeah.
I really like Tezca Black and Tezca Blue, but I'll go with Tezca Black.
Okay. I was actually thinking Tezca White because they each have kind of a different animal. It's is it panther or jaguar? I'm trying to remember. Is it panther?
It's jaguar.
Jaguar. So jaguar, hummingbird, coyote, or winged snake. And when winged snake is an option, why would I not choose winged snake? And so
I get it. Believe me, I get it.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking the white one. I love that. I know that Gary was really interested in playing the red one, the coyote, but
Oh,
his computer doesn't work, so forget about him.
The red one is my favorite. I have my red T-shirt actually.
we don't have any Power Rangers or Super Sentai t-shirts, but we are wearing colors.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
I need to go change my outfit real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You're going to go for a white sheet T-shirt.
That's right. So with that said, like I said, you said you really want to kind of highlight the combat system. I know everything's still kind of in development. There's some of the different team focuses. What's the best way for us to start?
Well, the best way for you to start is with first selecting the Tezca you're going to play, and let me see. Yes. Taking your character sheet. The character sheet you have is divided in three main parts. The first one is the action part. Like in Forge in the Dark, you have actions that you declare an action and you declare what you want, what is your goal, and use an action to achieve that goal. So, for example, we actually divided the actions in, well, the approach, that is an physical approach, the interaction, that is for social encounters, and solution, that is for knowledge and mental solutions for
We
problems.
might need to change the names of the sections, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think approach is very clear from the like. I mean, it's very similar to Blades in the Dark. Like the approach makes sense. I think the interaction, or social makes sense also too, and even like the term solution, to kind of for the kind of discovery does. But I think it's a good thing. You can ask backers for that information because you guys are very much like the game. The core is done, but you guys are adding in the pieces, and it will be that kind of finessing process to figure out how well everything is communicated. But I mean, for me, all three of those sections make sense. Having just briefly explained.
Thank
them,
you.
So.
Well. The first thing you need to do is you can see in the page two like blank bars. The blank bars are the level you are going to use when you roll an action for that. When you roll for an action,
okay.
If you mark one bar, the action you will go with is with the success bar of trained, and with two you will roll on the success bar of specialized.
Okay, so I've got general, trained, and specialized, right?
General is when you don't have anything in nowhere. You can do if you roll in general.
Okay, I'm not good at it. I have no idea. Trained means I know a little bit about it, and specialized means it's my focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to play, you need to choose two of the actions and select them to be trained, and one action you want selected to be specialized.
Awesome. Okay. So I and for the Tezca White, they're feathered snake, right? So they're good at moving around. They're kind of fast. And I think I want to use I think I'm going to pick the kind of roundum as my. I think I'll go trained in that. I think I'll go. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go specialized in taunt on interaction.
Okay.
And then I would love to go. I'll pick a solution one also. I'll go improvise being trained also too. So I definitely created. I'm creating a loudmouth, fast, sneaky kind of character.
Yeah, and it actually goes with the Quetzalcoatl myth. Quetzalcoatl is kind of the trick of the. It's one of the trickster gods we have in Aztec mythology.
Yeah.
So.
He's really clever.
So you're saying I did a good job. That's a good combo.
You did a great job with Quetzalcoatl.
Awesome. Okay, so I was letting everybody see kind of what I was looking at as we were going through there, and then so I've got those set up, and then everything else will just be general, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
For now. Well, for the rest of the night.
Right.
Yeah,
If you were playing a long campaign, for now.
I could get better at different things, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so-
could
yeah,
be
yeah.
very
The
well.
level of it's training or getting more special abilities or getting more or improving your special weapon and that kind of thing.
Cool. And then improvise. All right. One. Okay.
Oh,
And then we've got these. We've got the special abilities off to the side.
Yes. You have three options for the special abilities. Each special ability is actually unique to each Sentai, to each Tezca, to each color. You have to choose two of the three options you have.
We are going to have more options in the final version.
Right. This is just
I promise.
again. If you're just doing all this, we're just kind of doing kind of a little play test on some of the combat system tonight. Their Kickstarter launches tomorrow, but they've got a great team, and it's basically loosely forged in the dark, and they're just going to be developing things as they go along. But it's Aztec inspired Sentai warriors or Power Rangers, as we call them in North and Central America often. And so my options as the with the Tezca of the winged snake is feathered snake. Wings appear behind me, allowing me to soar through the skies once per scene. You can spend one energy to fly around. God of the Wind, you manipulate the winds, helping yourself become more agile. Expend one energy to re-roll up to 3 dice when using Roundum in combat, which is one of the things I took. That's good. The wind's guidance. The winds guide your shots, leading them to target when using the stay back combat. You can boost your roll. And then I have the sky bow, which is precise when the evil leader defends against your attacks, you may spend one energy to make this evil leader re-roll 1 dice. And I'm picking 2 from all 4 of those. Is that correct?
No, the special weapon is independent, just the special abilities.
Okay.
Yeah. The special weapons are going to have also more abilities, but we went with one.
We're playing with the base ability.
I love it. It's super easy to pick up that way. So I think I will go with based on the things that I chose, feathered snake, and then God of Winds. I think are the ones I'm going to go with.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Jaime, which special ability you're going to choose?
So
and
I'm going to choose Roundem because I usually play characters that are more upfront, more like head-on characters, but today I'm going to go with Roundem. In interaction, I'm going to go with an specialized taunt. Yeah, I know I'm picking the same, but but I really think that I really love taunt. Sergio here knows me. I really love taunting my enemies, and in solution, I'm going to go with analyze.
Okay, so we're like the two loudmouths who everybody was like, yeah, you guys go look over there for this adventure because we're bored of you.
Yeah.
Done with all your shenanigans.
We need a break. We need a break.
This is our side adventure while they get the actual work done. And so
yeah. And then I have in the special abilities, I have Jaguar reflexes. I can have Jaguar reflexes. That is, your key reflexes allow you to dodge incoming attacks. God of Magic that let me create illusions. Cool. I can spend energy to create an illusion and scale any die for a taunt, inspire, stay back actions. Scale is we are using some keywords. Scale means I can take a die and make it have one more. I can add +1 to one die.
Okay.
And Divine the Future, I could. I can have a small foresight into the future.
Oh.
I can spend 1 energy, and the leader must answer a yes or no question truthfully.
Okay.
If I do that, I'm going to go with Jaguar reflexes and God of Magic.
Cool.
Yeah, the Black Tezca is based on Tezcatlipoca. That is the Jaguar god of the smoking mirror that has power of illusion and divination.
Cool.
He's also the god of night.
Very cool.
Yeah, and crossroads.
What about energy and end? What are those two
Okay,
pieces do?
they are the life mechanic for this game.
Okay.
Energy is when you morph, transform, henshin, the word you want to use. You get your full energy bar.
Okay.
You can spend your energy to do special attacks or moves, and when you get hit, you actually lose energy too. And when your energy bar is completely depleted, you unmorph.
Cool.
Now, what happens with your morph? Any damage you take, it actually goes to your end. Your end is your actual physical life. And if you get the four marks on your end life, well, it's end game. Your character has to go to the hospital and recover.
Okay.
And going with all the Power Rangers Sentai Warrior team, there is no death in this game.
Yeah, we decided we wanted to kill you. We don't even wanted to kill you actually because it's rare. It's rare that in a Super Sentai series you die unless it's Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is not Super Sentai. Kamen Rider is another kind of tokutatsu.
Right. That's only in the Japanese series that you can actually
Yeah,
die. You
yeah.
gotta play.
Yeah, so for for this version, it's you can die. You just go to the
Go to the
hospital to
hospital.
recover, and the next scene you're completely out of action.
Yeah. If things get really bad, you just move away to a different school. Like that's
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
Um,
If someone want to play darker, I mean, they could take other decisions, but
right.
But
Right.
it's
yes,
not the idea.
yeah.
It's not the idea of the game.
Right. Right.
It knows the flavor.
So, no, I like
So
it.
that now the success bars. As you can see, the success bars have like numbers like 5 plus, 6 plus, and have 5 spaces. That's for your dice. When you roll for an action, you accommodate the dice according to the results in the success bar. So, for example, if you have if you roll 3 dice. The Sentai always roll with 3 rolls. There's
3 days.
with 3 dice, there is a way to get more dice, and I will go to it in a minute. But first, to roll, if you are in the general success bar, and you get like 2, 3, and 5, you put the 5 there, and you have one result,
One success.
one success.
Okay.
And the more success you have, you get special powers and abilities that are unique to your color.
Cool.
Yep. It's like how good you fare in what you are trying to do.
And the effects are also the time when you hit an enemy, the flares and explosions go on. That's the effects.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay,
I'm here for it. So I'm excited to try it out. Like I said, if you're just joining us, we're trying out the combat system and a little bit of the mechanics on Tezca Sentai, which drops on Kickstarter tomorrow. It is a Aztec fueled Super Sentai style Forged in the Dark system. And we just kind of finished talking through our characters, how the character sheet is set up. And we're going to play a little bit of combat too.
Yep. So now we are going to move right into the combat aspect. Combat is divided in two rounds. The Sentai round and the Evil Leader round. The Evil Leader is the GM of this game, and I will be the Evil Leader of this session.
You look terrifying.
I know.
Wait till he gets big. That's the scariest part.
Yeah.
For example, in the Sentai round, in the Sentai part of the round, the main aspect is that you can gain something we call Sentai points. Sentai points are a currency that represents your team effort and team dynamic, and you actually gain them by doing some of actions typical to the trope. For example, when you arrive to the scenes and you transform and you act the transformation and say catchy phrases, you get a Sentai point.
So
If
you're actually
you
rewarded for being Sentai-esque.
Right.
for being like, well, I think the next thing you can do to gain Sentai point is to do the famous roll call. That's when they in transforming they say their color and their power or thing.
Okay.
Um, and you can also gain it by acting according to your color or your identity or your mid identity. You can also there is a mechanic that we call support. When you're going to make an action roll, you can uh, receive help from your teammates. They can give you dice from their pool to boost your pool,
Cool.
and you get more pools.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
and by doing that, they give you they gain Sentai points.
Awesome.
We all gain symptoms if we're supporting each other.
And the first
Nice.
time you're activating an special ability from your an special ability, you also get one Sentai point.
Okay.
Um, and these Sentai points you can use it to, like we said, modify the result on one die by one per Sentai point spent. You can reduce damage taken from the attacks by using one Sentai point. You can use it to boost damage from attacks by spending one Sentai point. Boost means that you can add ones that you resolve the attack as if you had one extra success level.
Okay.
It is actually used to activate and power the special finisher move. And there's another. The other options are actually for special abilities. Ask you to spend energy points, but you can spend team points. Like your teammates are actually supporting you to not spend your own energy into it.
Okay. Cool.
And actually, when you are going to defend from an attack of the evil leader, if another teammate wants to support you again, give you dice, they have to spend a Sentai point. So for actions, you gain Sentai points for supporting, and for defense, you have to spend Sentai points.
Okay.
Yep.
And well, that's all for the Sentai points. In the Sentai turn, there is no actually like turn round order.
Initiative.
There's no initiative. You decide which one to go first and which one to go later.
Okay.
And finally, when you see that the monster is actually getting like tired, you can activate the special finisher move and eliminate it.
Okay.
Okay.
Luckily.
And the other part is my part, the evil leader route. The evil leader can deploy monsters and minions to attack the city, creating mayhem and furthering their own evil plan. The part of the plan that they are enacting is going to be represented with a clock. The Sentai have to stop that clock depending on the scenario they are playing on. And well, first the evil forces army has a specified order. First the big monsters move, then the minions.
Okay.
And the evil monsters have a special ability that lets them gain extra dice by absorbing the evil minions. And each evil forces army has special ability depending on the team of the army. In this time, the team will be technology, so all my monsters have a special armor.
Yeah. A quick note here: we are trying to make it that the evil leader can select between having an army of technology, an army based on magic, or an army based on biology.
Okay.
So the main tropes we see in the armies. of enemies. But they are shared what Sergio said. They can all absorb their minions to boost themselves.
Cool.
And
I can use that as foot soldiers as
and
cannon fodder,
when
basically.
I decide to attack, uh, you can do a defense roll. You use the again action and three dice,
Okay.
and that's it for all the combat.
Cool.
So well,
Sounds more complicated than it is.
we can start now. Well, the first thing is the Tezca Sentai come from the legend of the myth of the Fortress Atlipolcas. They were the ancient guardians of the city of Tenochtitlan, that is now Mexico City. Um, on the past, they defeated the monster called Zipacli and sealed him. And now, and this time on Mexico City, and the evil leader, that's me, discovered the remains of Zipacli and is planning to make an evil an evil thing to take over the world. So that's mainly what is going to happen, and we can start now.
Cool.
How we start? Well, I, as the evil leader, decide to send my big monster Iguanodon into to the city with an army of my famous crackbots. So Iguanodon arrives to a part of the city and starts terrorizing all and commanding the evil crackbots to fetch, bring me some of the humans. We have to test the new technology the evil leader needs.
Okay.
The crackbots start to move. They have little metal crocodile mouths on their hands.
It makes sense to me.
And start to take and start to go around civilians. They actually managed to capture 6 civilians. The other starts to run, and that's when you get to go.
So we arrive at the scene by the magic of TV shows.
We were just doing
running.
something else super cool that teenagers do in their free
Yes,
time.
yeah,
And so
exactly.
um
So, for example, I can go first if you want.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I came running and I say, "We need to stop them."
And then like I end up stopping right next to you. We're like back to back, right? Like each facing one different direction. So this evil must be ended.
Exactly. So we are morphed. We are not already morphed, right?
No, you have to act your morph sequence.
So I'm going to go with I don't know. Uh, power of the black, power of the smoking mirror, activate.
And I'll say power of the is it color or animal or both or either?
You can do
Whatever you want. You can
whatever you
go
want.
with the feather serpent. You can go with Quetzalcoatl. You can go with anything you want.
Okay. So power of the winged serpent, activate, and then I'll.
Yeah, we came with a nice henshin sequence.
That's right.
Okay. For that, you each gain a Sentai point. So if you go to the dice roll page, I will add token. These tokens means you have Sentai points.
Okay.
And just for those, I won't switch it back and forth, but just so everybody knows, we're actually using roll for your party. Actually, maybe I will flop it over here real quick so you guys can see it. I don't know if they can see that. Hold on. I didn't exit out, right? We're using a roll for party resource, which helps kind of track all this stuff. We can see the clock and other things on there. just so that everybody knows when we're talking about those tokens and stuff, what we are referring to. Reprimand right here, so that everybody can kind of get a sense of that piece. But I've got it off here over on another screen so that I can still see everybody also too.
Yeah.
All right, so we got those 2 extra tokens. All right. Full screen. So we have those 2 extra tokens. Those are our Sentai points, and we can use those to do all the different things that you talked about. And typically we're going to roll 3d6 in this whenever we do anything, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think how many? There's 6 monsters.
No, there's 1 monster. There's
6 minions.
Yeah. No, there are 6 minions and 6 civilian captured.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
So then, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, you and they all have crocodile hands.
Yeah, they all have like small crocodile hands.
Yeah. I'll say, get your scaly hands off of those innocent civilians, you monsters.
Croc. No, croc.
Okay. So you're trying to taunt them or something like that?
I
Or
think
only,
so. Yeah. I tried to get their attention and taunt them.
Okay. So if you're going to taunt them, you have taunting specialized, right?
Yep.
Roll your 3 dice, or you're going to ask help from your teammate, or you're going to roll with your 3 dice.
I actually want to help my teammate.
I'll take the help.
I give him 1 die, and I say saying, yeah. Let me think for a moment. Yeah, get your mouths off them.
Okay, so then I roll. Since he helps me, I roll 4.
Yeah, you roll 4.
So submit. So that's I'm specialized in taunting, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So that's 2 successes.
Yeah, that's 2 successes.
Okay.
So now I'm going to defend. Their minions are going to defend themselves. I am going to roll a number of dice equal to the number of minions I have. So I have 6 minions. I'm going to roll 6 dice.
6 dice. Yeah.
Let's go with purple. Yeah, perfect. And submit.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Minions only have successes on 6, so I have 1 success.
That sounds good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the you actually get one of the attention of one of the minions that and just like and starts to go directly to attack you.
Instead of focusing on the civilians, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nothing. Let's talk after this is finished. That's after we finish the scene.
So it's coming at us now.
Yeah, but it will act on my turn.
Okay.
So I can still go. I supported you, but I guess I have still a go. But I will roll one less die because I use part of my actions, so to speak, to help you. So can
you support somebody with as many of your dice as you want for that round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got distracted with you, and then I can do another thing with the dice I still get.
The dice you have, yeah.
Because he supported you, you as the team gains another Sentai point.
Yay!
So I run towards the minions are keeping the civilians trapped.
Yes, they are forming a circle around them.
Okay. Um.
The monster is looking menacing on the back, and it's preparing a special kind of laser cannon that has on his right arm.
Okay. I want to try to. I don't know if this is too difficult in this turn. Uh. I mean, I don't know. I want to try to do a flip of the monsters. Run, make a flip over them, and land next to Iguanodon, next to the monster, like in full Sentai flavor.
Okay, you're going to go
I want
round,
to do it with
or
Rondon.
in this case, of the
Yeah,
of the minion. So you're going to go directly to it, but just round them.
yeah. I want to use Rondon actually. I wanted to use Rondon. I I just realized I specialist down too, so I have Rondon in just trained. But well, I have to roll in. I was going to roll actual die. Actual dice. Sorry. Um, where's the? Here it is. How I roll here? I put a two
Yeah, put the
and
number in next to the type of dice you want to roll.
Yeah.
summit, right?
Yes.
I got a 3 and a 5, but I have nothing.
I mean, we can because you need a five. You need fives or six to succeed on this one.
Yeah.
Or sorry, do you need
Uh,
four fives or six?
yeah. I got one success then.
Do you want to use one of the Sentai points?
I could do that, right?
Because it'll bump it up from a 3 to a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much effect this will have because I have not mastered this system myself. So,
Right.
so I'm going to go with my plain die
Just your one. Okay.
to 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 keep the Sentai points for a more critical moment.
Okay.
So well, you go start to run, jump over the run, jump and roll over the crockpots and land in front of the monster. The monster is not looking at you. It's like not really a menace for Iguanodon.
I am
So
offended. No, I am
with
offended.
that, uh, the Sentai round ends and starts the evil leader round. That it's my round, and I start with the action of Iguanodon. Now, Iguanodon has orders, and his first action is going to be to with his laser attack one of the civilians. So Iguanodon starts with 4 dice. Four, four dice. Four,
I should be looking at this window.
I have my success rate is on 5. I have only one success. You can protect the civilians as if you were going to defend yourselves. So, which one of you wants to take the defense for the from the?
I'm right here. I'm right there. I'm just next to the monster, so I want to try to defend the civilian. I want to get in the
How?
way of the deck. I can have my shield out automatically. I can say
Yes.
that I have with I want to
Oh,
go.
you can summon it. Summoning your weapon. It's not a special action. It's just you declare it and you can act it to get another sending point, and you get it.
So I'm going to jump to the side while summoning the shield and trying to intercept the attack.
Okay, roll your defense. That is going to be head on.
Head on. You're right. Yeah, that might be a problem. This is not going to be pretty. I have my 3 dice for the different round, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get your 3 dice back when
I'm just
you
checking
change
because we
the
because
round.
he
Uh-huh.
and my other friend made some changes to the system, and I haven't been able to play with the full new the new changes.
Don't worry,
And
just
I
roll.
just checking, nothing has changed too drastically. Just let me find. Okay, here it is. So I have 3 dice. Uh,
So I'm sorry, my one of my kids came in. He gets his 3 dice back at the beginning of the next round, or he has
yeah.
them now.
At the beginning of when the round changes, so
Okay.
from the Sentai round and the evil round, you get your 3 dices. And if you spend your dices to defend
So
on the next Sentai round, you also get your 3 dices back.
Okay.
I got a 3, and a 4, and I under the impression that's not enough for the general for the general action. So this time I'm going to spend 1 Sentai point
Yeah.
if my partner is okay with that.
Absolutely.
To add +1 to one die and make it become a 5. So I got one success.
Okay, you got one success. You cancel my success, so you jump right into the beam and deflect it with your block it completely with your shield, and you save the civilian.
Yeah, and I
One
land and
thing
I say
is
like, not today, monster.
the beam is it like reflected from your attack and goes straight into a tree that it's a little to your right. The tree turns into metal.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, that could have been dangerous.
Um, what I know that they were attacking. Or what part of the city are we in? Are we like Are we in a park? Are we in the
Ah,
countryside? Where are we?
Are you are actually in a city in the city in well, it's more like it's like a neighborhood, and there
Okay.
are a neighborhood, and there are trees on the sidewalk. Well,
Okay.
there
Cool.
are.
okay.
Hmm?
So like are we like is this like in the street like we're like in an inner like where maybe where the streets meet and we're just fighting it out? Oh, did you lose me? Or is it like just where like a couple of streets meet in a neighborhood?
Like a
Yeah.
crossroad
Yes.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
like crossroad.
Yeah. It's a crossroad.
Cool. Um. I want to try to maybe grab a nearby run at a nearby stop sign that's maybe alongside them, and then like grab the top of it or grab it from beside and like swing around and kick one of the guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually awesome. Okay, so
I'll
you're
act it
going.
out.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually one thing. You want to hit the croc bots. You're going to hit the minions, right? Not
Yeah,
the
the
main
minion,
monster.
not
Or
not the
okay,
boss. Yeah,
you're going to hit one of the minions.
yeah.
Uh, for what purpose? You want to hit it just to hit it? You want to hit it
I
to
want to
get them
hit
away
one of the
from
ones that's
the?
still holding a person to make it let go of the person.
Well, that's the stay back.
Stay back.
Mm,
What makes it stay back?
yeah.
The stay back is the action you use uh, to make the target go away, go far from the
Um,
point you are.
so I would just reading that for me, I would have assumed that stay back was like if I was shooting from further away,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that I was staying back, right?
Yeah. Well, personally, even if I'm also the developer, that's also the feel I get, and when we were writing the rules, that's also the feel I get from that action, the staying back. That's that's
It can be used for both. It can be used to get a target away from you and get a target away from another individual.
Okay, cool. So then that's general for me. I'm just gonna roll 3, right? Um, are there any other things I could be doing to be earning Sentai points right now? I think that's the other question.
Well, if you get three dices in your success bar, you actually gain a Sentai point.
Okay.
Or just say some catchy phrases when you attack.
All right. That sounds like I'm down for that. All right, so I'm gonna roll 3. Here we go. Submit. That's only one success, and but I do say I'm gonna knock your croc off.
That's awesome. I love that.
So you get one Sentai point.
I'm not going to use that Sentai point because it won't do anything because I've got two 1s and a 4, so I got one success.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, no, hold on. This is general, right? So no, I got no successes. I'm gonna use one Sentai point to move.
Go ahead.
To having one success, if that's all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to roll for the minions. And submit. Well, the minion is the minion. The minion received the hit, and starts to like go with little explosions and flares. Ah! But thanks to its special armor, it's unharmed.
What?
Thanks to its special armor, it's unharmed.
Yes.
Okay.
Mechanical enemies. I hate them. Yeah, I remember when they were trying to.
The special enemies have the special ability from the technological evil forces is that I reduce one damage.
Okay.
Passively.
Cool.
The minions are like
you gain one Sentai point, you spend one Sentai point, you still have the same Sentai points.
Yep.
The minions are like one big hive mind, something like that. No, they support each other. They do. They act in group.
Yeah. Well, so that's all my round. But that's all for the Tezca White round. Let's go with.
I'm going to try to. I'm just in front of the evil guy, and I don't know if I want to do this. I want to try to distract him by tripping him. I want to trip it so it cannot shoot another person. I don't want to. I want to keep the monster from for shooting civilians, or my friend.
Okay.
So I like go down and try to grab. How can I do this? We are on the street on the road.
Yeah, you're on the road. There are
there's a
cars
sidewalk
coming. Yes.
So I want to like push him to trip with the sidewalk.
Okay. Tony, are you there?
Eh? What?
Roll. Don't worry. Roll.
What I'm rolling this time?
You're running. Stay back.
Stay back. Action. Okay. So I have general, but I have 2 successes.
Okay. Really?
And yeah, 5 and 6.
Nice.
And I go like I don't know. I love Super Sentai, but that good with catchy phrases. I go with.
So what are you doing?
Okay.
I'm
Huh?
just with. I'm trying to trip the villain, the main monster.
Okay.
So it's on the ground and cannot shoot civilians or you with the gun, with the metal converting gun.
Cool.
Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to roll for the monster defense. Well, I have one success.
Uh-huh.
You you hit. You hit. I actually get on the ground, and I will take a damage for that. But again, my damage reduction comes in.
These these things are so sturdy.
And
Yeah.
well, that's all for the Sentai run. It's time for the evil monster evil monster round. I love this.
We only had Q
So
one, right? Well, one even one minion.
no,
No.
yeah, I still have
The
6 minions.
reduction. Yeah, I hate it.
Well, if one of them stays up and says, "Get out of my way, you." Well, get out of my way, Mama. And I'm
What?
going to roll for attack. Get out of my way, Mama. You're a mom.
Yeah,
He's a
Mamo. Yeah,
lizard.
I get it. I get it. You cold-blooded thing, robot. I don't know. Cyborg. Yeah, do me. What are you going to do me?
I'm going to attack you with my wonderful tail. I'm going to reroll and let's do this. 4, 4. I know. 1, 2, 3, 6. I
I
have
can react,
only
right?
one.
I can react,
Yes,
right?
you can. You can.
I want
Yes, you
to
can.
tumble back from the ground. We are in the ground, right?
Yes.
I want like to do a kind of a backflip to avoid the
Okay.
hit. So what will that be?
Well, you want to move out of the way? That's random.
Okay. Uh Sorry, I lost for a second my cursor. So I got 3 and 6. I got random in trained, so I got one success.
You dodge my attack. Now it's action for the evil minions. The crockbots are going to the crockbot that Tezca White tried to hit will try to hit back.
Okay.
Let's do this. 6. Submit. And it does nothing. His mechanical little mouse try to beat you, but get stuck. It's like work, and they can hit you. And that's all for the evil round. Let's go with again with the Sentai round.
All right. Let's see. I feel like we're going back and forth with these guys. We should So I'm going to I think grab. So stay back is like to keep to keep away from them or to keep them away from somebody. Head on as if I just straight up attack them, right? And then what is so describe to me a little bit more about what roundum usually means.
Roundum is to go is to go to find it's to move around around the target to find to hit them unexpectedly.
Okay. So I think then what I want to do is actually let's why don't you go first, Jaime?
Yeah. Um, mm, so obviously, obviously the crocodile. Well, the iguanodon is the monster is the most sturdy of them all. So I'm going to try to. Mm, I'm going to try to attack. I don't know. Uh, I don't have a rope or anything like that. One of my gadgets is rope or something like that. No, right?
No,
Uh,
no.
uh, I'm I'm going to try to trip, but now the minions. I want to do something similar to what I did to Iguanodon, but with the minions
Hmm.
for the civilians to escape. So,
Okay.
so I'm going to try to trip the minions so they let go the civilians, and then shout run.
Okay. That's actually good.
So yeah, so I just do that. What will that be?
Well, you're trying to hit them in a place they don't expect, and you don't want to keep them away just to put them down. You can go with round them.
Okay, I will do just that. I only have one one success. Uh,
Don't worry, they're minions.
how many? I'm not sure. The Sentai points we had
I accidentally
disappeared.
deleted everything in the roll for your party. We had 3.
Ah,
You
okay, okay, okay.
actually let's. Well, they can be put
Don't worry, don't
back
worry.
again.
Well, I only have one success. Success.
Okay, let's do this. And the minions defend. They see that you are going to trip them, and they like tumble against each other to avoid your attack.
These things are too damn intelligent for being I don't know for
More
being
like
cold
minions, but
blooded.
more like clumsy. But yes. So they like tumble against each other and they can avoid your attack. So that's all for your action. Let's go with Tezca White.
So while he's trying to trip them from the front and they kind of all step back a little bit, I do a backflip behind them and then roll forward into their legs to try to make them all fall over for real. So he like trips
Okay.
them. They stumble back a little bit. While he's doing that, I flip over and like lay down and roll at them.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 3.
You have my blessing for use all the Sentai points you need. We do have some, right?
We have 3. I accidentally deleted them.
Yeah.
I just tried to do the clear all, and
Well,
it was a bad choice. And so,
yeah.
um,
Don't worry.
so that's 2 successes.
Nice. Well, there are the Sentai points.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with blue. What's it? Purple. Yeah. So I will roll for the minions. Let's go and let's see. They are actually really sturdy. They can. Yeah, the minions
Yeah,
again. They only have
we might.
success on 6.
I have a question for the next round. Right now, the minions can be like you can intimidate them,
You can taunt them.
but you can make it them. Okay, I got an idea. I got an idea for next round. Go.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, the minions completely resist your attack, and it's the Sentai, the evil leader round, so it's my round. And Iguanodon is going to shoot again. He's going to shoot again his laser against one of the civilians.
Okay.
So let's see.
So the clock. Okay. Continue. Go.
Don't worry. The clock is still there. It has two successes. What are you going to do to defend the villains? The civilians?
I'm going to try to defend them, but this time instead of they're being held by the minions, right?
Yes.
I'm going to try to do something similar of what I wanted to do, but I'm going to try to I'm in the ground. I try to tackle them, whatever. I'm going to try to roll to trip the minions so they fall like dominoes, and the laser here, how do you say it? Misses them.
Misses.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're actively going to roll to tackle them. That's let's go with head on.
It is well, okay. This is not going to be pretty. What are mine are blue, right? I don't know. Okay, so I have no successes.
Do you want to use one of the Sentai points?
Yeah, let's save one civilian. I'm going to use one Sentai point.
One Sentai point.
Yeah, to turn 1 4 into 5.
Okay. This is going to happen. Yes, you have access. You actually make one of them tumble. The civilian goes with it, but the other stays in. But there was another civilian just behind that, just behind the one that falls and receives the beam. So I'm going to add another clock that is the billion clock. And it's a metal civilian clock. What's the difference? Civilians is your rescue civilians clock. Metal civilians is the clock for me that for the number of civilians that I have turned to metal. If my clock feels completely out, that means that I win and I can run away. If you make the civilians run, you win. Okay.
Okay. So if people out there watching, if you're not familiar, so part of the Blades in the Dark system, which Forge of the Dark picks up, is clocks, which is something we use in Beards and Beyond, also to our game. That basically just helps you track things. And so right now we would have competing clocks. We've got 6 civilians, and they're going to either slowly get turned to metal, be a problem, or we'll beat up the bad guys and they'll run away. One of the two.
I will guess turning into metal is not good for health.
No, it's not true. It's not. Okay. Now I have one question. How do I feel one space on the clock?
Usually I think you just click them on this, but I'm not sure.
Yes, yeah. It's double click.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have one metal and one civilian that has been turned to metal.
Okay.
Then the minions are going to try and to try to just like stay on formation after what you all did this after what you did this round. So I'm going to use unite. Well, they're equivalent to unite. Let's do this. And only one of them gets into position. So it's going to be easier for you to release civilians this turn.
Okay.
So we have disrupted their lines with all the tumbling and things we have done. Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna say to them, why don't you test your metal on me, right? So I want to taunt them to see if I can get them to chase after me again instead of, and then like leave the civilians and come chase after me, the minions.
Okay.
And so,
Okay. Roll.
I'm going to support my friend in this one. I'm going to. Let me see something. hmm No,
Actually,
I'm not going. I'm not going to support because I'm going to do the same, but in my turn to see if we can together.
well, I'll tell you what. How about this? How about I'll say that, then you taunt them, and I'll just give you like, let's do it as one action, but one like
yeah.
so. I'll say my thing, and then like I'll give you dice. Like I'll support you.
Yeah.
And so why don't I give you, I'll give you all my dice. I'll give you all 3 of my dice.
Okay.
oh,
So, like, I'll say the thing, and then I'll say, like, why don't you test your metal against me, and I'll, like, run over to where you're standing, then you have to say a pithy thing now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But then you can roll all the dice.
So you say that, and you run towards me, and I say, oh my god, yeah. For having 3 mouths, you don't have much bite, right?
that's Iguanodon of or the monsters or the crocodiles.
Híjole. So Iguanodon is the one shooting, actually, right? But
Yes.
we if we taunt the monsters, they could release the civilians, right?
That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to get them to
Yeah,
leave the
yeah.
civilians.
Well, if you want to taunt both, you're going to have
No, I
3
taunt.
successes.
I taunt only the monsters right now.
Well,
So like, come
The
after me, you big crocodile small crocodile things. And I'm going to use actually my ability of it's down, right? This one.
yes, it's taunt.
Okay, first I'm going to roll 6 die.
Wait, where is my clock?
I see both of them. Do you not see yours?
I see both of them, yeah.
Yeah, I see them.
So I'm going to roll 6 die. Okay, I have it in specialized. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
4 successes.
I think it's 5.
It's 5 actually.
5 successes. And also I'm going to
No, it's not 5. You need a 6 to get the
yeah.
6th.
That hear me out. I use God of Magic. I can create an illusion, spending 1 energy to scale 1 die for my taunt. So I make us appear more like more like we are already mocking them, like we really are see we are really bother them somehow.
Maybe they're like you make extra of us appear, and we're all saying different, like mocking things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
yeah.
I get a full line. I don't know what are my critical abilities because I haven't read them. So when this happens, I get all of them or only the four.
All of them.
Yeah. Your critical abilities are Tezca Black. It says 3. You gain 1 extra Sentai point.
To prevent the next 1 damage you could get.
Yeah, or you get
4.
2 extra dice in your next roll.
Okay.
You get all of them.
Okay. So I do that, and I taunt them. Come to me.
And that's because basically we got enough successes to fill up the entire bar.
Yeah.
With all the numbers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's see how they react. Well, you actually drive all of them to you.
This is gonna hurt.
The good thing is, you actually managed to free 1 of the civilians.
Only one?
What are the rest of them doing?
And the others,
Huh?
how are the others been keeping? If I,
They're being dragged to you.
but and they are able to do that.
Oh, that's
That's the
fine.
benefit of having more
So
mounts.
they leave
That's
one behind, and then we have one that's been turned to metal. So there's 4 civilians in play. Okay. Well, I can't do anything because you did that, but you get 2 extra dice for your next roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you worry. We got this. We are going to release the other ones. What happens if we like? Suppose this thing. What happens if we retire from combat, but with the minions following us? Could we got away from the main monster?
Just the monster is going to. It's going to try to hunt you, but yes, you can like put distance between the monster and you.
Okay.
And the minions are going to follow you.
Okay.
So the minion is going to is going to shoot you, especially Tezca Black with the metal gun, with the metal laser.
Okay.
You taunt them.
I didn't tell him. Okay. Hit me.
So let's go with this. You have 4.
Okay.
And submit.
So I need to use if I want to defend, I need to use my 2 extra die right now, right?
It's just on your next roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like.
But also, if you're only going to take 1 damage, you also prevent the next
Yeah.
1 damage.
I can prevent the damage.
And the monster fails. I know. Yeah, it has 1 success. Yeah. I hit you with 1 success.
I let it hit me. It's I'm taunting and I receive it full on my chest. You don't impress me.
Okay, you receive 1. You get 1 less energy.
But he also blocks 1 damage.
No, I had my ability that you prevent the next 1 damage you could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't hit you. You are completely. Actually, that's good. It hits you, and it was one of your illusions, one of your duplicates.
Ah. Excellent.
no. It hits me at between my yeah. I get it. It's good.
It's one of your illusions. It doesn't do anything. And then it's going to be the monsters. The monsters are going to try to attack you. So
But dragging the civilians doesn't impose any penalty on that. I mean, they're like, civilians are like cooperative civilians.
no, it has an effect that that I need 2 successes to hit you.
Okay, it's difficult.
So it's harder for them to hit us because
harder.
Yeah.
I'm going to say difficulter, but I think that's not a thing. Harder.
Okay, let's delete the selected. Yep.
Yeah.
No. This and and they don't do anything. Yeah, so yeah, it's actually they try to hit you, but it seems that actually trying to hit you while keeping the civilians in check, it's more difficult than they thought.
Okay.
So that's all for my round. Let's go with your round.
So after all that, I want to try to so I'm going to use my all of a sudden my character, like we've been running around, we're taunting them, like my the 2 illusion me's kind of like fuse into one, and then all of a sudden we see like wings appear behind me, and I'm going to try to fly at the robots and grab 2 of the minions, like one in each hand with my amazing Sentai strength, and just
Okay.
pull them away from the 2 robots.
2 civilians or 2
I'm gonna grab
robots?
grab 2 civilians, one in this hand, one in this hand.
Uh,
Like I'm gonna fly, and I'm gonna try to fly by and just grab them, and just keep on going.
Okay, that's round them, and you activate your fly ability.
so we gain 1 Sentai point, right?
Yeah, you gain 1 Sentai point.
And then cool. All right. I have to flip to a different screen.
Yeah, the problem of rolling virtually is that it's kind of strange to act to do everything
Those.
quick.
Then submit. Aha! That's 3 successes.
Really nice.
Yes.
So that does that mean we gain a Sentai point also too?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many do we have right now?
I think we should have 4 right now.
Yeah, you should have 4.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah.
Well, no, they're purple.
That's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I grabbed the 2 civilians, and I fly them, like, I mean, I'm assuming, like, like 40 feet away or like 30 feet away, and then just like drop them in safety.
Well, let me just roll the minion trying to.
Oh, to stop me.
Yeah. You can do this, minions. You can do this. I believe in you.
So,
Ooh.
what's that?
You have 3 successes, right?
I have 3 successes.
Yep, you get the 2 civilians. Yep, the 3 civilians. The 2 civilians completely free.
All right.
Nice one, friend. Nice, Riako. Nice one, White.
And so the power of friendship. We and when I drop them off, I tell them, remember not to feed the sewer crocodiles.
Yeah.
Well, you get another Sentai point, so you have 2 Sentai points more. So you're on 5 Sentai points, right?
Yeah, I think so.
5 Sentai points.
All right, that was mine.
So, like, with the remaining of my, I want to tumble out of the remaining of my illusion, and like tumble between behind them, and then like with my jaguar claws attack them.
That's random. Yes, let's go.
And I have 2 extra die. So I'm rolling 5 die, and I God bless me. Here, submit. So I want to, yeah, I want to use 1 Sentai point to add one to my tree, and that would make 3 successes.
Okay, I will roll for the little minions. You can do this. You can do this.
So I'm attacking the ones that still have civilians.
What
Wait,
just
happened? What was that? What was that? What happened here?
It's the ultimate attack.
I don't know.
Sergio just rolled like
They multiply.
Sergio just rolled like 30 dice.
Yeah.
What happened? I see.
So let's rewind. I'm just going to rewind. No, cancel. No, it's Yeah.
Why don't you
I will
Clear all again, and we
draw
you
another
try.
color.
Yeah, just pick a different color. I'll get rid of all these extra
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go with orange.
The perks of online rolling.
No, orange to yellow. Yeah. And submit. There.
I
Wow,
don't see
they're
them.
actually really good.
Oh, for God's sake!
No more yellow dice.
There's 6 yellow dice. Yeah, what's happening, Sergio? Sergio.
What? You
There
haven't.
are
It's the first time you attack. You attack one of the minions.
no, but there
You
are
can try to roll to tumble them.
there are
You can try to
6
tumble them. You can try
there are
and
6 yellow die.
yeah, I still have my 6 minions.
Ah,
They are resistance. Remember the special armor.
okay.
Oh, oh,
So
oh,
I
oh.
don't. I had 4 successes. No, 3 successes.
How many
Yeah,
dice?
you have
So-
4 successes.
How many dice
Three
did you?
success- three-
How many dice did you roll, Jaime?
I rolled 5
Okay.
dice, if I remember correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think one thing. Okay, after we finish the scene.
So that's you hit one of the minions, and they actually resisted. They are actually well made minions.
Okay.
So the iguanodon is going to shoot the metal laser against another of the civilians. Let's go with that.
I can defend that, right?
Yeah. Or
What should I do? A ver, what can I do that is like?
and he's no. Let's roll. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to
So,
go, although I don't have it trained. I'm going to just stay in the
only
way.
one success.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in the way again with the shield. I'm like, no, not again.
Okay.
Okay. Ah. So I'm going to spend 1 Sentai point to have a 5 and 1 success.
You block the attack. And the minions are going to also try to hit you to get rid of you. So let's go with 2 more. Yeah, that's awesome. And they do absolutely nothing. I know, yeah. Just one attack against you.
I'm trying to defend, I guess. I'm going to tumble out of the way, like.
No, you just spend your action trying to.
Yeah, trying to
No,
defend.
you
that
just
way.
spend your defense action trying to defend against the.
I take 1 damage, right?
Yep.
So okay.
Yeah.
So with the weapons, do they just work the way that they work?
What? Well, the weapons deal 1 damage each, and for each extra die, you.
For the weapons, how do the weapons work? We just use them when we use them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, since I am further away, I'm gonna pull out my I'll stick my hands up in the air, and then like bright light will like shine down, and as I pull down, there's a bow has appeared magically in my hand, and I'll look over at the iguanodon, and I'm going to attack him while he's distracted with my friend.
Okay, that's good. That's actually random. Yeah.
Okay. And I was looking between screens again like a dummy. Let's clear these. All right. And I'm gonna roll 3. So 2 of those are successes. Can you can't use more than 1 Sentai point on a dice, can you?
Yeah.
You can, or you cannot?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then is it okay if I use 2 of
You
the
can.
5 we have? Then I'm gonna use 2 of the Sentai points to make it 3 successes.
Okay.
You get 2 extra. You get 2 Sentai points this round. So yeah, you actually get even.
Okay.
Because you're good at acting, I should get I should pull my weight over here sometime.
You're the one who keeps on getting hit. I feel like you're pulling your weight. And so yeah, so 3 successes against the iguanodon.
Oh, okay. So Iguanodon is going to roll for defense. Let's go, Iguanodon. You can do it. You can do it, Iguanodon. And Iguanodon, let's go. Iguanodon is going to get your it's going to get your bolt of light against his body when he uses his tail to block the attack completely.
Dang it. I was hoping he would only roll kind of good, and then I could make him re-roll one of those dice. How many success did he get? 3? Did he get
What?
3? Did he get? Well, that's fine. Yeah, we'll wait.
Between the fact that
he got three
Sergio
sixes.
Yeah.
between the fact that Sergio is rolling so high right now, I don't know what's happening.
It's those yellow dice in,
It's
in Roll for Your Party.
It's the power of my evil forces.
That's right.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, let me think. I already had an action, right? I already had an action.
Non.
Yeah, just
What did
have
you
your
do?
It was my what? It was my attack, right? No.
No, it wasn't.
No,
You got
I
hit
defended.
twice.
Yeah, it's my. I go now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's your action.
I'm thinking. Let me think. So we need to release the remaining civilians, right?
Yep.
There are
There are
of
2
them.
civilians remaining. Yeah.
You should make some fake civilians appear in the middle of them and see if you can get them
That could be good. Yeah, no, I'm going to try to. Okay, so what happens if I use analyze right now to trying to see? Can I like get a taste of how how to release them more efficiently the remaining civilians? So, for example, how are they holding them, or if the monsters have any weak point of the minions have any weak point?
Yes.
Can I use analyze for that? And then I'm going to try to analyze the minions to see if like they have like a switch off button
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it can happen.
Well, you can see if they have a weak juncture for their robot hands. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. I'm going to go like, okay, we need to think this through. How can we release these civilians more quickly? I'm going to. I was going to roll again with my physical dice. So I have one success, blah, one success.
You have one success. Okay, you find a weak point in the wrist. Well, what is the wrist? If the next time you try to hit a minion, you get one extra success.
Can I shoot that out? Like tell my friend about that. Like
Yes.
then I go, hey, Snakey, the wrist, shoot the wrist.
And is that the that's for the minions, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, shoot the wrist of the minions.
Okay. Cool.
Snakey, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay. So it's my turn. They Iguanodon is going to shoot another of the civilians with the metal laser, but this time he's actually getting angry. So of the minions you have that don't have a civilian right now, he's going to extend his arm. That civilian is going to jump into his arm and turn into a metal round engrane, metal into
Uh,
a gear that is
gear,
going to
gear.
power into a gear that is going to power his next attack. So he will roll five dice for this attack,
Okay, I'm going to
and I lost 1 minion.
I'm going
Mhm.
to actually try to intercept it again
Finally, we defeated a minion by.
Okay, 3 successes.
by absorption. Death by
Yeah,
absorption. Wait, what? How many successes do you have?
they're really good minions.
How many successes do you have?
3,
I hate my life. I'm going to roll.
3.
Yeah, but I'm going to roll. I'm going to intercept attack. I'm not going to let that civilian die. So yeah, I'm intercepting it directly. Yeah. Oh yeah. What what are my dice? The last ones? Yeah, right. These three ones. Can I change the color?
Yeah, we can just go through and
Yes.
we can also. I mean, I just go through and delete them from time to time.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose it's the 1, 2, 3. My die roll, right? My dice roll.
No, it's a 3d4.
Okay, 3 to 4. Then I'm not that bad. I'm just, I just. Do we still have Sentai points?
We do.
You have 3. Yes. Yes.
3 to 4, right?
Actually, I think. Do we just have 3? Because we had 5, but then I used 2, but I also got 2 back. I think we still have 5. I just don't think we've been keeping up on Sentai points because I don't know how to add tokens.
So yeah. So
There's a space that says token. Just put the number you want to add and submit.
Ah.
oh right. So
Yeah. There you go.
I'm going to. So I had a 3 to 4, no? Or what?
224. Yeah.
Yes.
2 to 4. So I actually have an ability I haven't been using it right. Don't know why. That says Jaguar reflexes when defending against an attacks, you can reroll 1 die. So I'm going to uh, reroll one of the twos.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got
Ah.
four, uh, two, and that's actually not actually six either. So I'm going to spend two Sentai points to turn them 5-5
Okay.
and get two successes.
Okay. Well, you receive the attack.
Yeah,
You lose one energy.
yeah. I'm still okay. I am still okay.
You can still fight. You can do this.
I guess think about it. Yeah.
And the Crockbots are going to go and attack you again.
Me, like me. Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one that is on the scene. Well,
No,
near.
near them.
He's in the middle of them. I'm just shooting them from
Yes.
far away.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Don't you worry. Uh, these guys are not that tough. They are chunky, but not tough.
They hit you one time,
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Um.
and that ends the evil leader round.
Do we want to take out minions or do we want to take out the? How much energy do you have? You got to be getting low on energy.
I have 3 energy left, but I can get by. You save the civilians, my friend.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna fly by. I'm gonna fly back over, and try to grab two of the civilians from the guys while they're distracted by my jaguar friend.
And I am actually going to try to help him. So I'm going to give him all my die.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is like taunt them without trolling, but I'm going to say, "Hey, look over here, you croco robot things! I don't know. Look over here."
I feel like trying to do pun work
Okay.
in a different language is also probably got to be a whole different level of hard.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
I should be able to do it. I actually read a lot of things in English, but I cannot think quickly enough.
So you
So
want to give me all of yours? You said.
yeah, just save the civilians.
So I got two successes, but I also have another ability that lets me re-roll when it's God of Winds. I can become more agile and re-roll up to 3 dice. And so,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do that. How do I re-roll?
Double click on the die you want to reroll.
There we go. Aha! That moves me up to 4 successes. And hold on, let me check.
Use the Sentai points.
Yeah, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use a Sentai point to. I'm gonna use a Sentai point to increase 2 of them. Yes, because I need another 6 also too. So we're gonna increase 2 of them, which will mean I also max out on my success thing. So
What do you do when you max out?
So I will gain a Sentai point, heal 1 energy, which I had to spend 1 energy, so that's fine. And then you inspire my friends, and we get 4 Sentai points.
So you're just a sight to be seen.
Yeah, like I come through, I'm backwards. I give you like finger guns and wink at you,
Yeah.
like, and you can actually see it through the mask. It's a little weird, and so. So we get 5 Sentai points.
Your wings are majestic against the sunlight.
Yeah, that's right. And we get 5 Sentai points as I grab I guess the guys are going to defend, but
Yeah. 5 successes is not something that I can beat easily.
I don't know. I mean, You have been rolling so high tonight. You have one?
Only one success. Yes, you take the two. Yeah, only one success for me. So you take the two civilians away completely.
Awesome. We got look at all these Sentai points we got. Oh my gosh.
So much power.
So much power. I can feel the power of friendship and teamwork surging inside of me. And that's it because he gave me all of his dice for the round.
Roll, yeah.
Yeah. What happened with the clock?
So
We advanced them.
So we got 2 of the civilians, so I get them out to safety. So that gets us to 6. The question is what happens to the 5th civilian and the minions also too, but yeah.
Okay. What happens to the last remaining civilians? Yeah, well, that's actually bad. It can't be restored right now. So it's the last turn. Iguanodon is going to make one last definitive attack against the only Tezca that is on site, because he's really mad. Iguanodon is going to get revenge. So to make that, he's going to absorb all of the minions. He's going to absorb all of the minions.
It's like his finisher?
Yep, it's like his finisher.
Okay. I can defend, I mean.
And he's going to roll 9 dices.
You can use 1 Sentai point to give me dices in defense, you know?
Oh, we can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to know, because I don't want you to die. Oh, look at that. That's weak sauce right there.
So you roll
3 successes.
3 successes.
All right.
But I'm going to use no, I can use it. I have to sacrifice 1 minion, but I sacrifice all of my minions. No, 3 successes.
How many do you want? How many extra dice do you want? Do you want 2 extra dice?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, take 2 extra dice. We'll use 2 of the.
So I roll 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this tumbling around us. I'm going to try to evade completely attack.
Oh, that was a good roll. It's 3.
You actually just.
And I don't need it to reroll. I could do that. Yeah.
Okay, you dodge the attack, but the explosion and thirst allow the Iguanodon to escape with the metal human.
Oh no!
And well, that's it. That's the end of the scene. The next part will go that you need to investigate where the base is and how to revert the civilian. But that's the social part that we're still that it's still on development.
Awesome.
And well, that's all the combat part.
Sure. Awesome. Well, we do a thing here on Plus One EXP called Reaction Roll. Reaction is a live stream inside of a live stream. It's where we sit down with the creators of a game that we just played. We talk a little bit about our experience playing that game, ask them some questions, and learn more about their game. Today, we are playing Tezca Sentai, which I have been super excited to play for the last week, ever since I've reached out and asked the guys to play it. We are playing it with 2 of the members of the creative team, Sergio and Jaime, who are 2 Latin American creators who I'm just super, super thrilled to see more projects coming from outside of just the US, the UK, and a couple other parts of the world for ZineQuest. We've seen way more Australian and Malaysian projects this year. We've seen a whole lot more Latin American projects this year pop up, but I would love to see more. And so we're still just to get to sit down and play with them. I grew up right around the Power Rangers becoming a thing. I was in early middle school when they first launched on TV in the U.S. And then growing up in Texas, was in love with both luchador culture as well as luchador comics, which are kind of just like 4-color classic Mexican and Southwest American tales that Marvel did a series on, and other people have too. And I love religion and folklore, so this merged a whole lot of things I loved into one central thing. Sergio, give us the elevator pitch real quick from your own language about what the game is, or and Jaime, if you want to hop in, feel free to tell people in your own words about Tezca Sentai.
Well, the elevator pitch is in the past, the city of Tenochtitlan had four guardians that protected the city against evil. The Tezca, the Tezca Sentai. In modern times, in these times, a new evil has arisen and is preparing to take over the world, starting with Mexico City. And to defend against this new evil, the Tezca Sentai had to return. So four young individuals were chosen to become the new Tezca Sentai, and their power is the power, and they use the power of friendship, poses, and poses, silly catch phrases, and friendship to defend, to fight against evil.
Awesome. I had a blast playing. We also have Jaime with us. Jaime joined me as a player. If you're watching this piece later, all on its own, or if you're just joining us, Jaime and I were both the players. My good friend Gary was going to be with us. He's a regular on the stream, but his computer just stopped working right as we were getting started. So he's getting that worked out tomorrow. Too bad for him. It was a whole lot of fun. I played as the white Tezca, and I just had a blast. So I've got a couple questions for you guys, but I would just kind of love to hear some of your thoughts. But I think the biggest one is just for maybe for each of you, why this theme? Like, what made you guys think, like, hey, let's combine like Sentai warriors, like Power Rangers, and like Aztec folklore and religion together? What kind of spoke to y'all about that?
Well,
Well, uh, I also grew up with Power Rangers, and I love Power Rangers. And one thing is that, well, US had Power Rangers, and Japan has Super Sentai, but here in Mexico we don't have like this, like the color coded superhero team. So I wanted to create a team of that, and I was actually talking with with Jaime on an airport. We were both like sitting waiting for a flight, and I was trying to communicate my idea of, well, what about a team of superhero that come from Mexico? And well, he knows more about mythology than me, and he told me, well, there's the Fortress Atlipocas. They are actually the four color coded god from Aztec mythology, and that's how we actually came with the idea of blending in.
yeah, we were in an airport and we were waiting for our transfer. Uh, I don't remember if we were here in Mexico City waiting for the first flight or we were waiting for a transfer, but we were like talking about several things. Back then, I have just met Sergio. We haven't been acquaintances for a long time, and he didn't know I liked Power Rangers and Super Sentai. I didn't know he liked Power Rangers and Super Sentai. So when he
So
started to
they
talk
actually
about,
like.
see, so when he started to talk about Super Sentai and Power Rangers, I was, oh, that's a pretty awesome idea. And I went, in the industry culture, there's these gods that represents the directions, and each direction it's also associated with a color and creatures, and we can use that to create these color coded heroes for Mexico.
That's awesome. And I like I have a couple questions, and I think for me, like, so you guys, let's do a couple system things first, because I have like so many lore and just like nerdy questions I want to ask also
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Go ahead.
Not that questions about systems aren't nerdy, but so you guys ended up using like you're doing a hack of Forged in the Dark. So tell us a little bit about why you chose Forged in the Dark as the system you wanted to build on.
Well, Force in the Dark is a system that I actually started to play like this year with all the lockdown and that. In with my friends, we played a campaign of Band of Lakes, and I actually like the system. The idea of the actions actually came. I actually liked it. The way the game flowed, and the team dynamic. I like it, but thing that needed was like missing a thing. But the system, the action system, is something that I liked a lot, and the idea of gaining more dices to achieve things is something that that the main focus for me that I wanted to for this game. I For the beginning I wanted to have a dice pool, and Fortune in the Dark actually work with kind of building a little pools of dice.
Cool.
Yeah, I also like what Sergio said. No, I like the approach of how do you things instead of the other more traditional approaches like abilities for D&D, for example. And I think that's what set us on the path of using uh, Fortune in the Dark.
Forcing the game for the base of the
Uh,
system.
for,
Yeah.
Fortune,
Cool. I liked it. I think the even just we when we were looking earlier. Let me see if I can pull it back over. We were looking earlier at the different Tezca. This was I played the white one. Trying to get it moved around so everybody can see it again. I played the white Tezca. Each one has kind of its own flavor based on the mythology of that creature. So like I played the winged snake, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I picked from just a couple of myth abilities. I know you guys said you're expanding those out. There'll be more options to choose from with that. But even just having those couple, that gives you a lot of the flavor of what exactly your character can do, how they're all differentiated from each other. Like I was a fly around, talk my mouth off guy, and then Jaime played as Tezca Black, which is get in the middle and create confusion and chaos, but also a real strong defender. There's really distinct feelings to each one, but that ability to kind of choose some of your stuff at the very beginning gave a really good, unique flavor to it. I think my question would be, my other question would be in every Power Ranger show, right? You always have like a color swap somewhere, or like another Ranger appears later on, or other things like that. So, do you guys have plans for the future to add other Rangers in, or be able to add other colors in?
actually,
Yes, we actually have a. If you want, Jaime, or
go ahead, go ahead.
well, we actually have a stretch goal for the campaign that is going to be Tesca Pink. That it's the axolotl, and we are still choosing the god. We have two options that it will be like Xolotl, one of the gods that actually the axolotl get their name from Xolotl, and the other it's a Huachicuatlicue, that it's the goddess that has power over the lakes, rivers, and seas.
As
Awesome.
what Sergio is trying to say is that we are still deciding which god is going to be based
Yeah.
in the
Well,
because uh Charlotte is a god of thunder and kind of misfortune sometimes. Uh, but he's more misfortune in some senses. Not it's not always associated with that, but that's
Right.
more mythology talk. But he gives the name to the axolotl. That it's the jolote. That it's a little lake animal endemic for Mexico to
Mhm.
Mexico. And it's actually the ajolote is our kind of our mascot in
uh, the
so
mascot from Access Stories.
for Access
Yeah.
Stories. So we're planning to make a fifth ranger out of an axolot.
Awesome. I love it.
And it will be pink because some varieties of ajolotes are pink.
No,
Uh,
I love that. Um,
and we are have still on the table. We are not sure. We are certain. We will love eventually make AXO Tesca Silver and Tesca Gold that are more traditional colors for extra rangers. But that's still be reviewed.
Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, I absolutely can't wait to see
Yeah.
what you guys do with some of the pieces through the campaign. I know that in a lot of Forge of the Dark systems and in Power Rangers, like the each series has kind of its own flavor, which could kind of be like Cruise or for Forge of the Dark. Is there a way that you guys kind of help the team kind of lends itself? Like, are there choices that you make when you sit down, like in Band of Blades or in Blades in the Dark, where you decide like, hey, our team is this type of team, and we get special abilities because we're this type of team?
Well, we that part of the special part of team, no,
No, it's
like
okay.
a
That's
special
okay.
team
Yeah.
for the like a theme for the team is not something that we're playing. But what we are actually trying to make with the social part is that the personality traits that every ranger has can go in conflict or work with others. So you're trying to balance the conflict between the conflicts and the alliances between all the members to try to work as a team.
That's cool. No, that's
Yeah,
like I said, I was just curious because I didn't know if there was going to be any of that flavor to it. And
yeah.
like I said, it's no big deal one way or the other. It was just something that I was curious
There's
about.
actually something that we kind of considered at some point, but taking into account that it's a sign right now, uh, like a
Yeah,
Right.
a scene right now, we are still trying to not get too
Too
got to
big.
be.
Yeah.
We don't want to it to be a sign of uh, I don't know
like 100 pages.
100 pages,
Right. Yeah. No.
and
No.
and
I think keeping it simple is great to start. Like I think you guys are
yeah.
making a smart choice there. I think just a couple last questions for me would be is there like again some of these are just nerdy Power Rangery questions. So is there like a Zordon character or like a like who are they who's the call to adventure? Like how do they get called into this? And do they have a special place that they like all gather?
Well, the special call to adventure or the like mentor figure guide, we still haven't decided. I have an idea for an idea of that with in the flavor wise and the world building aspect. It's actually they actually are like a group that has like kept the meat for the Tezca Sentai from the ancient times to right now, and they are the one that selected the individuals to give the powers to.
Cool. And then one last question that absolutely obviously has to be asked. I know there's a finishing move when you're fighting the robot, but is there a giant robot arrangement that's going to be happening at all?
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, that's well.
we knew that that question was coming. We were
Yeah, we're new.
in the
We knew
beginning.
that was going to be one question.
Yeah, in the beginning
Uh,
we were playing around a lot with the mecha mechanics, with the big sword mechanics, but at some point we realized in design, if we do this, we are going to either end up again with a really big sign, or we are going to not give it justice
Right.
to the feeling of the sword, because we don't want the sword to be like, oh, you're playing you're doing the same, but in lore you are in the sword. So we decided that we weren't going to let out the sword this time. We as Power Rangers and Super Sentai fans, believe me, it was not a easy
that
call
is
to
something
make,
that is
because
it's not easy. O sea,
yeah, no,
it's not easy for us. Yeah,
me particularly, I
it's
love.
like we 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 want the giant mecha. Yes, we want it with all our hearts, but it's going to
I,
be like another 50 pages of rules for that.
I personally, I am a huge fan of mechas. I'm a huge fan of kaiju. Uh, actually,
And me too.
I'm going with something to do with mechas and kaiju for the future, for the far future. But Yeah, no, we were we we are letting out the mecha for this one, and
Okay.
I really feel bad about that.
No, I think
Yeah, yeah, that,
I think mechas could be an excellent addition for Zine Quest 4, right? That's a good thing to say. Let's get this one done and we can come back next year and everybody
Yeah,
they can power up and finally get access to their mecha if we want to. And so I think super exciting. We were talking earlier. You guys have a $2,500 goal, which is it's not huge. It's actually a very attainable goal. This is you guys' first Kickstarter kind of going in, but you've got a great team kind of built together. I really hope you guys are absolutely successful. We have a link down below us if you're watching this video. That's a short link to get you straight to their Kickstarter. I think it's ttrpg.link/Tezca KS. You should be able to get right there if you want to go check this out. But guys, I'm super excited for you guys. I can't wait to back. You guys go live tomorrow, I know, and I'll do a little bit more review content. I'll make sure that we cover you on one of our daily streams also too, because I had a blast at the combat thing. I think with two people, it felt a little bit slower because we couldn't
yeah,
slide our dice around quite as much. And that's obviously the mechanic, right? Is figuring out maybe who's
yeah.
going to shine a little bit more in that scene and who's going to take a step back, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love even within the combat system, the kind of social interactions that you can have around who's taking point in a given round of combat, I think is super smart. I think the abilities felt really, really fluid. There may be a little bit of finessing of language, but everything was pretty evident from the get-go as far as how it could and should work. So I mean, I'm super excited to back. I hope other people are also too. And is there anything else that you guys really want to share with people before we log off?
Uh, well,
well,
I just want to say I really love um, this kind of series we are taking inspiration on. I grew up with watching Power Rangers, and most recently, I have watched a lot of Super Sentai, and I just want everyone to have fun. I know our system might not be perfect. We're going working to make it better each day, but I just really want people to have fun playing our system, and it's not it's not that it's completely easy to make a system, even if it's a hack of another. But I really hope people enjoy it. If one day I go to somewhere and someone is playing Tezca Sentai, I'm going to be really happy. If they're having fun, like I'm posing and and saying that they are going to save the world using the system, that's what's going to make me really happy.
Awesome.
yeah, for me too. I love the series. I love the whole color coded superhero team that work together to defeat the villains. It's something that I actually really like. And well, as I said at the beginning, I wanted to make something that it's for where I am, for Mexico. I wanted to have my own, my own set of like Power Rangers. So if I can share that with everyone and everyone can see can enjoy them as I have been enjoying to create anime and playing it, it will be one of my greatest accomplishments in life. It's something I
Yeah.
really like.
Phil Squad Games just said in the chat, like, yeah, Mexican Rangers could be a TV show unto itself. I do think I love the way you guys pulled this together. I think it felt super natural. The other thing I absolutely love is just I loved watching the two of you guys be excited during the play, but also just during the interview, getting excited about your project. Like that kind of enthusiasm is one of the number one things that helps people be successful when they go into a Kickstarter project. So absolutely continue to let that enthusiasm shine. We're going to just kind of wave at the camera until I end the stream now. But thanks everybody for watching. Who watched? If you're watching this later, you can find us at +1EXP across the board. You can find Tezca Sentai at the Kickstarter link below us right there. It'll take you straight to their campaign, and we would love to have you back and support this awesomely themed project and these two emerging creators from Mexico. So let's all wave, and we'll see everybody later.
Bye.
Bye.